Here we go. Hey guys, what's going on? This Talk Forest TV back again with actually a different kind of show. We are talking about Chris Hughton's start to his Forest managerial career. Yeah, been in 7 games, had a bit of a busy month since been it. Obviously, it came in at the international break. Um, and practically guided Forest to 3 wins, 3 draws, and 1 loss. That obviously came last week against Middlesbrough. Um, Obviously, going into next international break, we have picked up 12 points out of 21. Could have been 15, could have been 18 with chances we had against Rotherham and Derby. So, a bit disappointed that we couldn't take the chances that we did do against that we did. But it's a reasonable start against teams that we've got a tricky one in when we come back after the international break. We do play that Swansea, Norwich, and Bournemouth. So, but Chris Hughton start to do his Forest managerial career. It has been a good one. Obviously, picking up 2 clean sheets as well. So I do think that he has at the start that he probably would want to. I think he would have wanted a little bit more in terms of results, but he has probably got the um, results that he probably did. Obviously, winning away at Blackburn, which can be a very tricky place to say the least. Didn't know shadow of doubt about that. But obviously, for us to actually go to places like Blackburn getting the win, obviously went down to 10 men against what do they call it, Luton as well, getting the point there, which not a lot of us expected. So we are getting the results that we are needing to do. So I do think we are getting the job done, which it is nice. We are showing character. We are getting from there. So it is looking promises to we are building on a good foundation. Didn't necessarily doubt about that. But I do think that it can be a lot more. It can be a lot more better. Didn't necessarily doubt about that. For getting this out. So G. Bradford, morning not bad start by him, starting to build some defensive stability. The confidence is starting to build with players like Taylor and fingers crossed we kick on. Hoping that can start to be more impact going forward. I do think that. I think that are starting to gain that confidence. I mean, it's probably the second time consecutive that we scored 2 goals in game this year, which it is very unusual. Obviously we kept clean sheet and scored 2 goals yesterday, so I think that will build the confidence up in the lads that shadow that, because obviously think about it under Sabri that we weren't scoring goals and we got caught out after that. So I do think that Chris Hughton is starting to build that stability at the back. Yeah, a lot of people saying it's a poor defence, but I do feel like that is starting to build on that defence a lot more better than we have been. I mean, hopefully Knockout and them can start to shine and actually have more impact. But obviously, if you remember, Knockout probably had a few games now since Derby. Same with Guerrero, he hasn't really featured. Taylor is still starting to play and getting 90 minutes in him. So you think about it, players are still near nothing pre-season away, but they're starting to find their feet now with this team. So I do think that James, do you reckon Taylor and Guerrero can perform a decent partnership up top? They could do, to be fair. Didn't know show that they can form a decent partnership. They're showing that they could do yesterday. It looked promising from them too. I know it's against Wickham, probably not a really top side, but it's something to be positive about, especially going up against Barnsley next. So it's something to take going towards that Barnsley game. That Guerrero and Taylor and Guerrero could. They both played well and both deserve praise from everyone, but obviously it be one of them ones where I think, can they actually form it and actually produce it against other teams? Yeah, I can see it, but obviously they've got to produce it a lot more. Gee, I've had 2 wins in a row and you played both. Yeah, it's nice. Ain't no shadow that. You played them both in one twice. I mean, we're not sure what happened with Yuri from the Barnsley game not playing, unless if he had a bit of fallout with Sabri or something else happened with Finney. But I do feel like that Chris Hughton knows his quality, and hopefully that it does keep him playing. So I do think that something must happen to Sabri and Yuri for him not to play. We had all the conspiracy theories about ballroom level. I think that it's no nonsense, that, to be honest with you. And I think that I just feel like that there was a bit of a issue between Yuri and Sabia, and that why I didn't play as much. So I do think something on that one. So Dennis, well done, Dad. Hope you're well. Nice to be positive. Yeah, I'm well. Quite happy this morning. Waking up to Forest winning and keeping clean sheet yesterday. It's very rare you get a happy one on Sunday morning with that. So I do think that hopefully Forest can kick on that. It's just a shame that this international break has come when it does, because Forest winning 2 games on trot and actually starting to pick up that momentum, which is a shame. So, and I am hoping that I can do a lot more of these now shows on the Sunday morning. Obviously, not every Sunday, but most Sundays. So, but yeah, I do feel like that the momentum, and we are starting to pick it up. And obviously, the draws that we have got, yeah, they're not wins, but they're been built on us to actually not losing and actually getting into that bit of actually winning. So, and obviously now we've got a couple of draws, and yeah, we've won 2 games. So I think it is quite nice that we are starting to actually pick up the wins, and that we are starting to play with confidence and actually scoring goals. So, which is quite nice, because obviously we're not had that for a long while. So that what I do think. Keep your comments coming in as per usual. James again ain't hero about the St. Lee's keeper Tabasan. That is a weird one, to be fair, James. I'm not going to lie about you. Obviously he came in, he was going to be backup, but it seems that Jordan Smith seems to be the backup one, unless if Hughton seen something that he didn't like in Dario, or it just prefers Jordan Smith. Who knows? Obviously, Daddy might not be much fitter, so we're unsure on why he hasn't been playing. But I imagine that Chris Hughton is looking at him. Obviously, if you think about it, Chris Hughton in his first month near enough, then have had 6 games, 7 games just to get through. So he's still learning about the squad. He's still learning that, and I think he probably would have known Jordan Smith. So from watching him run, so I do think that probably why. So imagine for this international break, you will be looking at him a lot more. So it's an interesting question to say the least. But I'm sure that if anybody is in the 25-man squad by what we have put out. So I think he will be in the squad. I think it's more third choice than out, but I think that's Hughton will probably switch it around now and again between them two, and actually he will be doing a lot more. Obviously, we are starting to see a lot of players hitting form as well. Cloud Taylor 3-2, 4 in his last 5 games. So Cloud Taylor is picking up for me. He's talk on Club Admin, he's talk between the fans on social medias. Took his goals well yesterday again. And he started to show that bit of quality that we all know he is a goal scorer. So it does feel like that he is picking it up quite a lot. And I hope that it does continue. I mean, it will take some pressure off Robin, to say the least, but it's just nice that we have got striker that is finding that back in the net. So, and that hopefully it does continue. So it'd be interesting ones on how it does continue with it. So I do prefer that one anyway. So but yeah, Chris Hughton's start to fall south is starting to pick up quite a lot more. He is winning games, starting to, well, first back-to-back win of the season, second time this season, and I think it's the first one that we've had back-to-back opening wins for a while as well. So it's quite nice that since Wigan and Blackburn, probably last time we had back-to-back home wins. So I think it's quite good that we are getting them. But obviously, it's all about this man at the minute, Lyle Taylor. He's scoring goals and he's finding his feet. So, and hopefully, the 90 minutes he is getting quite a lot. That it's opening confidence wise to actually push forward and actually do a lot more. So, and it probably be down to all this man whose magic is starting to work. So, but I just hope that it's not the honeymoon period for him. I just hope that he does keep this continuing for the Reds. So, it will be a very interesting one to say the least. But hopefully that things will be looking up from it. I mean, even yesterday's game, yeah, fair enough, might have been 4-4-2, but it was 4-4-1-1 when we were defending. But it actually looked like it worked quite a bit because obviously everyone getting back defending and that it's looking quite good. So continue with comments as per usual, but I do think that Chris is implementing his style starting to a lot more defensive style, and I do think that I think just going forward now that it probably will work on a lot more in this international break because we don't play now for another 13 days, so it will be interesting. And Chris Martin looked like in games he's featured, was he on the bench? It wasn't. A couple of reports saying that he's injured. Obviously, I look like I'm being called up by England either, so I reckon he's injured or not entirely sure on the injury because the club hasn't confirmed it or nothing been leaked out from the press, but it does sound like that he is injured and hopefully that he does get back into squad soon. But I do feel like that Chris Hughton knows that of his quality and that he wants him to actually impress. I think hopefully that he will do. I hope he gets a chance this season. Could be a great player. I do think he will. I do think he will be a great player. For years to come. It seems that he hasn't had that loan move yet. I do feel like a loan move for the League One might help him. And that is Brendan Johnson. But if they don't get game time here, so it will be interesting. But I do think he will be a great player for years to come. So I totally see where you're coming from in it. But hey, but yeah, we are as a channel, we are wanting to do a lot more of these live shows now. Obviously, implementing Facebook, Twitter, Periscope, and YouTube channel, and Twitter all in one stream, so everyone gets to watch it quite easily. But I do feel like that. Do hope that Forest do actually do well now under Chris Taylor. Chris Taylor, Chris Hughton. Well, I'm making a name up and Chris Taylor, dear me. Something new. But yeah. But hopefully that Forest can start to improve on their performances and that. So as well. So fingers crossed in that as well. But what's fantasy Finto. But another level with things that the under-18s did win yesterday 6-2, which is quite nice that the under-18s are showing had scored goals. Like they were our first years as well, so it is quite good. And I think Chris Hughton will know about this, and he will know how well the academy is. So hopefully that it does press on with it. But it is looking quite good, promising for Forest. But I just hope it's not done in the period. But I do think that if Forest are pushing on quite a bit, then Finney, but I think he will work with Gary Brazil quite a lot on the ethos, the philosophy, and actually trying to implement that for that club. So it starts from the academy, it starts from the first team, and actually show that gateway to the first team. Because I think if everyone plays the same way that Chris Hughton played, then I feel like that it will actually benefit the club in years to come when we are seeing more youngsters coming through the ranks. So it will be interesting, but hey ho. So, but I'm loving how you guys are interacting on the stream side. I do enjoy the engagement and the interaction, especially through lockdown, because I mean, our mental health won't be the same, and that I think that it's good that we're able to talk really well. James thought Christian played well yesterday. Good capture with him. I reckon. I think he will be. Don't get me wrong. I think he was a good game by yesterday. I mean, he took some criticism this past couple of games, and I think about it. So he played a couple of games for the club, so and he's still getting used to the players around him. It like that with a lot of players that they are still forging partnerships. I mean, Figo and McKenna done the last 7 games, so we'll be able to get used to McKenna. I know he got that slot with Andy Obi, but there's few players that still building and getting to know how Chris Hughton play and how all players like to play. So I do think that Cyrus Christie did have a good game, without a shadow of that. So, but hopefully that we can push on with it now a lot more. McKenna was solid yesterday. I do agree with that comment as well, because even when Acting Fanwell came on, even they all was winning headers and they all did the job against him. So I do think that it's quite promising to say the least. So, but it's something to work on, something to improve. So it will be interesting how Forest will actually take from this and actually looking to push on for the next game, which is Barnsley in 13 days. But hopefully we will do, and actually we will actually finish. But I'm asking that Chris and let them have 3 days off just to refresh before the next lot of big games, and actually then work with them on what a lot more of what he wants them to do. So hopefully that it will be a lot more better. So and actually thank you for watching, thank you for the interaction, and actually thank you and goodbye.